Getting some pretty good skip coming in on 38 lower sideband today. Wisconsin, Minnesota, Pennsylvania earlier. But I just finished servicing this 2000 GTL, so I'm kind of doing a like a quality control type check, you know, just make sure everything is okay, and before I send it back out. So I just keep it on the bench. Yeah, so that's about it. But this video is about a new old stock Hy-Gain. This is a Hy-Gain III from a good customer of mine. And yeah, we got a good view. All right. And yeah, so this is Ivan's radio. And yeah, he sent me some really nice radios in the past. New old stock. So this is a Hy-Gain III, new old stock. Just basic, you know, everything that works on it. He had said that the noise blanker is kind of iffy, doesn't seem to be working, and the meter possibly is off because it's showing a very low carrier. But we'll go through that. Who knows? Maybe it's just the meter that's off. But let's see what we got here. And nice mic. I mean, it definitely looks like it's NOS. I don't know if he didn't pack the rest of the stuff, like the brackets and stuff. I mean, there's no reason to send it, you know, save weight, but I wonder if it came with all of that. I'm assuming it did. And we got the owner's manual. That's for a looks like it's for a high range 3. This is a Hy-Gain III. This is a 40 channel. I don't know, but anyway, there's an owner's manual there. And let's set this aside. Put this box over here. And yeah, it looks like it is a new old stock. It's in really nice shape. Not a scratch on it. So the first thing we're going to do is tape up this bezel. Well, yeah, I guess I can do that. Let me get my tape. I don't want to scratch. I don't want to scratch this nice radio. So. This is like a low stick painter's tape, so it won't leave like a residue. But anyway, there we go. We're gonna be plugging it in. Let me sorry about that. It's still in view. Yeah. Okay. Let me lower this. Put this aside a little bit more. And let's see what we're doing for power, and we'll take a synod measurement, kind of like a baseline. We'll put an S9 to it, see if that meter is out of whack or what. So it's on. Let's get this on. We'll do a transmit test first. We'll see if it's actually low on power, or if the meter is off. Let's get the frequency counter on as well. See how she's doing. Oops. Man, I gotta get a longer cable. Okay. All right. Well, it's got actually a 4.5 watt carrier. Yeah, it's right on. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you key up, it's right on the rectangle there. So I don't know, maybe it was stuck or something. I don't know, but anyway, we'll go through the whole radio, because they do that, you know. You use the radio a couple times, you put it away, and then the meter gets stuck. That's how it is with these radios. But it is in really nice shape. RF gain's up. I gotta say, these little rings on the back, they're very tiny, very thin. But alright, so we got a 4 watt carrier. Let's see what audio. It's going to 12 watts PEP. So that's pretty normal. Yeah, power is it could use a little adjusting. It is within that rectangle there, but it's like right on the edge. I know I just turned the radio on too, so that could be it. You know, radio could be a little cold. But it is a little bit off frequency. Again, it's probably because the radio is cold. So we're on channel 19, and we're reading 27.1846. So at this point, I still think it's a little bit off, because I don't think it should be off, you know, by like 40 hertz. So, but I'll let it get warmed up, and you know, we'll revisit the transmit frequency situation. But let's put a S9 signal to it, and then we'll check out the sensitivity. So that being said, let me get the signal generator plugged in. Let me lock this frequency in. Alright, 70. We'll do a minus 72 for all the 72 guys. And we are right at 9. Let's do a 70. And we're still at 9. So let's do a 67. And guess what? We're still at 9. It fluctuated a little bit, but we're still at 9 there. So whatever you guys want to do, we'll set it to 70. How about that? And we got an S9 on the meter. So, all right. Let's bring this down, volume up. And we'll start decreasing this amplitude. It's minus 110. And we got, yeah, we're not even reading on the Sonata. You know what, that's because, where is this thing? I had it plugged in. The other radio. Alright. Alright, now we're getting a synod measurement. So we're right at like 13. No, 11. Okay. So let's bring this down to 100. Or up to 100, I mean. It's 101, 102, 3, 4, 5. 106, 107. So 107, we're just about 12. So we got 108. So it's a little yeah, 108 minus 108 dBm. I wouldn't say it's deaf, but I'm sure we can get that a little bit better. And a recap is definitely going to help with that. So I think we should open it up and see what's going on inside of it, and that's pretty much it. So as far as the first check, it's actually not too far off. So, and it's nice. It's a nice radio, not a scratch on it. So I like the high gain radios myself. But let's I'll actually leave that equipment on because I got other radios to check. But let's open this up and take it from there. So this is just a first check. Later on I will be doing another video on the radio after I do a full transceiver alignment and a service to it. But it looks like these screws have never been touched, so it's good. I'm assuming, based on the condition on the outside and the radios this customer normally buys, you know, it's going to be a nice radio. I definitely think it's a new old stock radio. We got these voids warranty. Yeah, that's going. I think his other radio, it was a Simpson. What was it? A Simpson. It's like one of the. It was a Canadian radio. And I think he had mentioned he bought this radio off the same guy. But I think he had this warranty sticker on there as well. That's coming right off. I'll get that void stuff cleaned up. But it looks like it's just going to be a straightforward service, recap, and alignment. Meter lights, everything is staying, nothing is Nothing's getting swapped out. And of course, we have a Cybernet chassis. Set this aside. Put this over here. But yes, everything. This radio hasn't been touched, so it's great. I love working on radios like this. I actually have a Lafayette 640. Yeah, my 640 is the same chassis. I have a Craco. Actually, what is that? It's Craco CB Super Deluxe. I forget what model it is, 4030 or 30, something like that. Same exact chassis as well. Some glue, nothing crazy. And yeah, so whatever. It's this is a good radio. Yeah, untouched. I mean, not that you could really do much. This is a what, O2A? O2A. Yeah, I mean, you can do, these are easy to mod channel, you know, channel wise. But they're not known, you know, to be heavily modded for like performance. So, yeah, that's about it. But yeah, so we'll get this recapped. It actually still has, I don't know what those stickers are about. Some sort of maybe inspection from the assembly line. I don't know. But I've never seen anything. None of the radios I've ever seen have had these stickers. But probably because by the time, you know, you get to them, the stickers have fallen off. But it's actually still a little cool. So let me see if the frequency has gotten any better. And we'll just take it from there. Plug that back in. I'll put this back together because it's going to be a few days until I can get to this. But when I get a radio in, I always like to do a preliminary check based on what the customer wants. Like, I make sure that I have the caps in stock before I even attempt to do anything. So like if there's an issue, if I know like I need to replace a meter or something, I like to look first and then you know, make sure that I have everything in stock. And then when it comes time to do everything, like I can just do it all at once and I don't have to wait. So like say I get a radio that comes in and the person wants the meters changed and, you know, wants, you know, a recap and all that other stuff. Maybe he needs like a potentiometer changed or whatever. I make sure I have everything in stock and then I do the radio all at once. I hate doing stuff in pieces. Sometimes you have to, you know, do a radio and then, you know, do like a thing, come back. Like, you know what sucked was during COVID, the sucky years in this country. It was so tough getting stuff, you know, and you were kind of forced to do stuff in pieces. But it was like that in every field. Those were some dark days. But yeah, for those who don't know, I come from a truck building background. I'm a diesel mechanic, truck builder, and a Harley mechanic, Harley builder. That's how I actually got into CBs, was through the trucking world. I think I've mentioned that in a couple of videos already. I had my own shop at one point, but I was mostly a fleet mechanic my whole life, building tow trucks, heavy duty tow trucks, the big stuff, the 50-ton, 60-ton, 75-ton rotators, you know, recovery trucks, stuff like that. For those who are into tow trucks, you know, like the Miller stuff or the NRC out of Canada. Those are really nice trucks. Of course, Jordan. But yeah, we used to put those together. Not so much now, but the body modules on the on those trucks, like the 90s vintage, like mid-90s, late 90s, you had these huge, you know, 12-volt circuit boards, and it would control the whole truck, you know, winches, you know, everything, all the hydraulics. It was all electronically controlled, and, you know, that's how I kind of got started in electronics repair, was repairing those things. And then obviously in the trucking field, you know, you get to know people, whatever. And I had a friend who had what originally actually got me into radio repair was a friend who had a Connex, completely done up, really, really nice. Everybody hated him in the landfills because he would just talk over everybody. Yeah, I had originally, he was swapping trucks out, tractors. So he had me put in his CB radio in his new tractor, and he's like, hey, you just can't hook this up to, you know, to the CB power that was available on the Freightliner. He's like, you got to go right to the battery. And when he gave me the radio, I was like, what the hell is this? It had like 8 gauge wires, and it was just completely done up. So that's what kind of got me into the whole CB thing. And then from there, I just started repairing CBs for truckers, and you know, modding them, and here I am. But yeah, I don't do since having Crohn's disease, it's been tough. I don't really do the stuff that I used to do. I kind of rely on CB repair now, but you know, every once in a while I'll go into the company and set up a new truck, you know, do the strobe lights and, you know, whatnot. But I've slowed down a lot. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So we got a nice radio here. And yeah, so this is a Hy-Gain III. This is a 40 channel. Yeah, those instructions, I mean, the owner's manual. Was I seeing things, or I don't think that this was a matching owner's manual. Yeah, so this is a high range 3. This is a 23 channel. I mean, it looks it looks similar, but it is not the same radio. So I don't know what's up with that, but the radio is in really great shape. So that's about it for this video. It's basically what I do when I get a radio in that's in for repair. Regardless of what the customer says, I just go through my first checks. Like if this was like a radio that nobody like knew about, or you know, it wasn't like a new old stock, I'd open it up first and just make sure everything is intact, because you never know, stuff could happen, you know, during shipping or whatever. But you know, with a radio like this, there's really no reason to open it up and, you know, make mountains out of molehills, basically. But yeah, I would normally just open up the radio, give it a quick look, plug it in, and, you know, make sure everything is okay. You know, no smoke's going to come out of it. But on a radio like this, you know, it's all right to actually just plug it right in. But anyway, that's about it for this video. Be doing a future video on this, but I have other radios to take care of. I have a customer that's sending me another Telsat SSB 140, and he's sending me two or three 148 GTLs. I think one might be like a front mic Chinese, one might be a I don't know if it's Taiwan or Philippines. I think he said Philippine made one. So yeah, things are really busy here, so that's good. I appreciate the work. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching.